Let's do it live. We'll do it live. I just started.
Oh, dude, we gotta cut.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
Keep it.
Welcome in,
What
viewers, to the
fuck?
Bets and Brewski podcast.
Nope. We don't need a
Bradford just said, let's start.
Fuck
we're
it,
starting.
let's start.
We'll
Come
do
on,
it.
man.
We'll do it live.
to go, baby.
We'll do it live.
Do it live.
Okay.
Do it live.
Welcome in, viewers.
Bets and Brewskis.
That was our brand
This is
new
Jack
intro
Live.
we just came up with.
Flip it.
If you like the content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. The more comments we get, the more subscriptions we get, the higher quality the podcast. If you notice, we have two microphones tonight.
Try
Yeah,
three.
and
Three
subscribe to
didn't
the Patreon.
Yeah, don't have one of those, so don't try that.
Takes
Go
2
look
seconds
us
to
up
click. 2
on
seconds.
Oiled up butts.
Yeah, actually subscribe so that way we can afford to buy Brent a microphone.
Big wet butts.
Apparently, my microphone sucks. Thanks, Walmart.
Yeah. Huh. What are you good for?
Going to Walmart
What are you good for, Walmart?
And both.
Alrighty.
Got a hell of a weekend
We
in
are
front of us,
thankful
boys.
for you watching.
4 games.
Hell yeah.
We have a
Count 'em.
excellent divisional round.
UFC 297. We gotta talk a little bit about
Bard.
that.
We can talk a little bit
We're
about
gonna
that at
talk
the
about
end.
UFC 297.
All right.
Yeah, I gotta
Do we just want to dive into the games? Any news
Hell
for this
yeah.
week?
Why don't we do a little recap of last weekend? Just a
Little
little like
Well,
quick run over of the games. I mean,
you know, like we said, Cowboys are frauds. They're absolute shit.
Bozos.
Packers beat
Bozos.
the piss out of them.
Buccaneers. Everybody saw that one coming.
yeah.
Beat the piss out of the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough whenever you don't have injuries.
That's actually should be a federal crime to beat an eagle that bad.
The Buffalo Bills get it done at home.
Okay, no, against the fucking Schittsburg Steelers, the mediocrest team in the
Did you
league.
not just say let's review next weekend? I review next weekend.
No, but you
What are you
actually
even talking
got
about?
it done.
They were a good football team. And then
Chiefs
Haven't been a good football team since
beat a
2011.
fraudulent Dolphins team
Yeah.
in negative 20-degree weather.
Bad,
And then
beat 'em bad.
The
Yeah.
absolutely most electric game of all time.
Oh, baby.
Lions pull it off in Detroit, beat the
The
Rams.
ending wasn't as electric as it could have been.
Yeah.
Well, the
because
second half was such a defensive battle.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
the
what the
Rams
Lions
never,
had-
the
the
Rams
Lions
never
had-
got the ball back to.
Yeah, the Lions had 3 points in the second half.
First half was awesome.
The first half
Yeah,
was
it great.
crazy.
It was great.
We're missing a game. Oh, Texans, Browns.
Texas beat the holy piss out of the Browns.
Joe
Joe
Flacco.
2 pick sixes,
Oh.
2 drives in a row.
I mean, we literally called it. He could throw
yeah,
an
I mean,
80-yard bomb. in
I
2
remember
games.
saying last
and
week,
you know what? That's
this
what you
could be
get.
just a Joe Flacco
But-
game, and
but
that's exactly what we
I
got.
would still say that their chances in that game were better if Flacco started rather than anybody else.
Oh, no, I agree.
So-
Flacco was their best option.
No
but
doubt. Sorry that
CJ
Flacco
Stroud-
went out like that, but CJ Stroud's an animal.
Electric, dude. I'm sorry that you have to play against him twice a year.
I would eventually like to see Deshaun Watson in that offense.
No.
I think
We
Deshaun's
saw
out
him
the
in
league.
the
He's out
offense.
the league, man. He's
Yeah, and
done.
he was decent in
He's
it.
bro,
he was not. He
They're
was
going
not
to
as
cut
good
him
as
and eat the cap.
Okay, he had Nick
a
Chubb
lot
for a
of
couple
money.
weeks, and he was terrible. Joe Flacco didn't even have Nick Chubb. Like, I don't know.
If Joe Flacco had Nick Chubb, that game was easily
over.
Browns.
All right,
All right.
ladies and gentlemen, we have the divisional round. We have 4 pretty good games. I'm very excited. We have 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday.
Well,
Saturday, 4:30. Houston Texans, who seem to only play playoff games at 4:30 on Saturday.
yeah.
If they make the Super Bowl is being played at Saturday at 4:30.
Yeah.
All right. We got Houston Texans traveling up to Baltimore, take on the Ravens. Right now, the Ravens are 9.5-point favorites, over under 43.5. Brent, we'll start with you.
Let me just say this.
Let's not forget, let's give out the spread pick and a prop pick.
Oh, yep. Spread and prop.
Spread and prop.
Hold on, they're asking me for a review on here.
Ravens coming off of a week of rest and
Week
sat
of
their
rest?
starters.
Maybe a week of rest.
2 weeks of rest.
I think 9.5 points is too much to give CJ Stroud right now. He's really balling. Ravens, I think, still get it done, but I don't like the 9.5, even as a Ravens fan. Prop pick, death taxes and Gus Edwards anytime touchdown. Give it to me. I don't care what it's at. I'll see what it's at. I mean, plus 125. Come on, give me Gus Edwards anytime toucher.
I will say the Texans.
Why is Lamar a better anytime option?
I think the rush defense for the Texans has been okay this year.
Will Anderson's a bozo. See you on Saturday.
All right, so you got the Texans on the spread, or
I don't necessarily feel comfortable taking the Texans on the spread. Obviously, Ravens money line is not an option.
Yeah.
I might buy it down, see what it is at 6.5. Minus
just
6.5.
parlay or something.
Perhaps.
if you're gonna parlay with something, go ahead and buy it down to 2.5.
Well,
7.2.
I mean, I think we win by a touchdown, but I think 9.5 is a lot of points to give a very, very, very good Texans team.
Especially garbage time, you know.
I personally am leaning towards the Ravens at the 9.5. I know they've been sitting a couple weeks, but I still
Healthy.
I know
Besides Mark Andrews, he won't play.
I know the Texans have looked decent. Yeah, whatever. They beat the Colts. I know.
Isaiah Light.
It fucking sucked. But I still don't think they're that good of a football team. Like, yes, C.J. Stroud is very good.
He's like Elliott whenever the Packers play.
Yeah.
Overall, I just
Dog
don't
shit.
think they are that good of a football team. I think the Ravens are a much better defense than they have played basically throughout the entire year. And I think they're probably going to walk all over them. I do like Gus Edwards anytime touchdown. I also like Lamar anytime touchdown. And they have a little boost on ESPN Bet. You can get Baltimore Ravens to win by 10+, which is the spread, at plus 110 instead of the minus 110.
Yeah.
So I
Wow,
took
a
that.
little plus money.
Yeah, took that.
Hey, you got to be looking for those plus sides when you can get them. Yeah, this is an interesting game. I think coming off of 2 weeks of rest, that is, I don't want to say concerning, but we have seen instances in the past where a team can come out a little bit slow, getting back in that game rhythm. Especially, you know, Houston is kind of the it team right now. It's them and the Packers. I do think it's between. I think there will be one team that gets it real close against that one seed.
I
Hey,
think
I'll say about the Russ thing before you jump in. Now, we've seen where previous Ravens teams are not built to come back from behind.
Yeah.
This team's built to strike through the air. Like, this team
And
can come
I
back.
think this is not so much a Lamar Jackson looks like the MVP game. I think this is more of a Ravens defense shows C.J. Stroud
Yes.
like what a real true
Who
defense
daddy
is.
is.
Yeah, I don't know what C.J. Stroud. Last week, him to not throw a pick was minus 130.
It's probably still not a lot because he is very careful. Like he does not throw interceptions. He's
Doesn't
only
matter
thrown,
if you're
I like
He's
him
against
to
the
throw a
Ravens.
pick.
I don't know about that. He's only thrown 5 all year, and I think in a game like this,
Well, if he's throwing it, he's going to be throwing them against the Ravens, who, I mean,
yeah. So anyway,
they look very.
I lean Texans in this spot. I just think 9.5 points is a lot for a team that's been on rest for 2 weeks and a Texans team that is kind of really hot right now.
C.J. Stroud to throw an interception is minus 160.
Two throwing
They
interceptions.
think it's going to
Wow,
happen. I'm with
that's
you both
surprising. I figured it would be closer to even money.
The Ravens have found a way to.
They're
force
a ball
turnover
hawks. They're
against
they are
anybody.
ball hawks.
Yeah.
Roquan
love
Smith,
Kyle
Patrick
Hamilton.
Queen, Kyle Hamilton's in.
I did just say that.
Marlowe is out.
I
Marlon
did just
Humphrey's
say
out.
that the Ravens defense is going to step up here, but I've been riding the C.J. Stroud over 1.5 passing touchdowns. It has been cashing, and it's still plus money for somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, if the Texans score, it is going to be C.J. Stroud
What's-
throwing the ball.
Over 1.5 interceptions.
You can probably
Give
get
me
that.
that.
He's thrown 5 all year. Has not thrown 2 in a game.
Over 1.5 is plus 250.
Yeah, because he's not
Take
going
it
to be
to the
doing that.
bank, brother.
Over 2.5 is plus 900.
Take it to the bank. He's throwing 4 like Purdy did.
Okay. He's not going to be doing that, but I'm going to take the Texans, and I'm also going to take C.J. Stroud over 1.5 passing touchdowns.
Buy him up to the 10.5.
Buy- That's a lot of. That's a
Buy
whole
him up to the
point.
10.5.
I bet that's a lot of juice. Let me check.
It's probably like minus 135, minus 140.
I bet it's more than that. Texans to minus 138.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Minus 138, what do we do?
I bet the Ravens catch some money late, and that may push it up to 10. But anyway,
Look around also.
you can probably get a good number. Yeah, my prop is going to be C.J. Stroud over 1.5 touchdowns. I do think they score a couple, and I think they're
I'm
going to do
going
it
to
by
piss
passing.
on your grave when it doesn't happen.
I think they're going to do it by passing and not rushing.
Ravens 35-0. I've changed my tune.
Okay, I will say, I think that this happens every divisional round. We watch a team beat the shit out of somebody in the wild card round while the other team is on a bye, and then they come back and face the number 1 seed, and they look like fucking clowns because they're a number 7 seed.
There's a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you watch
Texas
two
seed.
you watch
Yeah,
two
but
underdogs.
In the worst
They got a lot of
division
help.
in
They
the
got a lot of help
conference.
to get there.
We watched two
I would
underdogs.
rather play the
I
Jags.
don't know.
let's
The
be
AFC
honest.
West
I
might be
would-
the worst.
Would have
division.
rather watched the Jags be in there, but
Yeah, fuck
So,
they
yeah,
lost last week anyway.
Yeah.
I think the 9 is a lot of points for a
Full
Texas
floor.
team that's very hot. So, all right, moving on to Saturday
Not one
night.
of the-
Hell yeah.
We got another young team, big upset last week.
Yep.
Very hot, very media driven right now. The Green Bay Packers. I have my opinions about the Green Bay Packers.
Yep.
I'm not going to share them tonight, even though their Super Bowl is beating the Bears twice a year. They haven't won a Super Bowl
do you
in
mean
10
this?
years.
That's also your
Their Super Bowl is actually making the playoffs, and
No.
they do it quite often.
They do it, and then they get booted quickly.
Well, they're
Says the guy who's never seen a playoff.
hey, they're still
We're not
dancing.
talking about
bud.
the Bears.
They're still dancing.
We're talking about the Packers, who
So you're saying there's a chance? At
have
least they
had
have
generational talent and done very mediocre with it. The Patriots took it and won 7 Super Bowls.
Yeah, but at least they've had generational talent. Their front office
They've lucked
hasn't
into
ruined
it. They've lucked into it.
No, their front office didn't waste it.
All right, I'm done talking about
Ryan
the
Poles
Packers.
sucks.
They're
Fire
getting
Ryan
bounced
Poles.
this weekend.
Okay, 8:15.
They're taking on the San Francisco 49ers right now. 49ers,
actually 10.
9.5 point favorites. Over-under is 50.5. This is a lot of points, I think. I think this is too many points.
Yeah,
I lean the under in this game.
I'm with you. I lean the
San
under.
Francisco's got a good defense.
Yeah, I lean the under.
Good players.
I think Green Bay's defense is about to get shown what's up. I mean, San Francisco might lay 50 on their own, to be honest, because Green Bay defense is not that good. I would lean. I don't really love the spread here because Green Bay can
What's the spread? 7?
9.5.
9.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't really love the spread there. Here's what I am going to do with both of these games. I'm going to tease the 9.5 down to 6.5. And I'm going to, give me 1 second. I'm going to be at plus 147. I absolutely love it.
Can you see that line of drool coming off that dog?
Jesus Christ. That is disgusting.
Hey, she's hungry. Well, let me get that off there.
Anyway,
That's bad.
Ravens minus 6.5, Niners minus 6.5, 3-point teaser plus 147. I absolutely fucking love it.
I actually like that a lot too.
I'll tell you what, boys.
Britton.
That's a lot of points. The Green Bay Packers have been playing extremely. Who said
Fraudulent.
they were going to come in there and put up
Fraudulent.
49 points against the Cowboys?
Yeah, but the Cowboys are
Okay.
fraudulent.
But
Fraudulent.
the
Yeah.
Cowboys still yet have a very good football team. They
They just
suck
can't
big
do it in the
moments.
playoffs. Yeah.
Let's be
go
honest.
ahead. Sorry.
9.5's a lot of points.
Yep.
The Niners haven't looked just their unbeatable selves recently.
What?
Got dog walked by the Ravens. Let's not forget that.
Oh.
And
Okay.
what are we talking about? This ain't a 7-game series. It's one game. And who's got the magic right now?
Yeah.
Who's got the magic?
I think the
beans?
Niners are fucking.
Who's about to grow a fucking beanstalk?
The Niners know it's now or never. You know what I mean? Like, at some point, this team isn't going to be able to stay around forever.
I'm not saying the Packers are going to win this game, but I say they keep it close.
So
Because I think they've run out of screen passes to run.
Jeez.
Brock Purdy's going to have to put the ball in the air, and the Packers have been opportunistic on defense.
I don't-
If you're opportunistic on defense and you can get that ball back to Jordan Love who's slinging the pill,
Yeah. I don't
Give me
think
the
he's going to have
Packers,
to put it in
plus
the air
9.5.
because of my prop bet here.
Aaron Jones.
No, I think Christian
Christian
McCaffrey's
McCaffrey.
about to run wild on these boys.
I thought you were saying Jordan Love's not
So
going to put
Christian
it in the air.
McCaffrey just to score a touchdown is minus 320, which is absolutely fucking
That's
insane.
insane.
So I parlayed it with Debo to score a touchdown and plus 174.
Yeah, I like
love
that. Brendan, do you have a prop?
Aaron Jones 2+, baby.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, he had 3.
He's not doing it again.
He had
Yeah.
3.
So
He's
I will
an
tell
animal.
you. So if you go back and look at the Packers seasons, Aaron Jones was out for a lot of the season, and in those games the Packers were a different team. It's because A.J. Dillon is not a very good running back. He's a good change of pace guy, but he's not a
Aaron
every
Jones
down.
is the-
Aaron Jones is a dog.
He's the guy.
How about for 2+ CMC plus 150?
That is so low odds for 2+.
But
Yeah.
he is
No, I
1,000%
know.
probably going to.
So-
Give me Romeo Dobbs over 80. He's been hooping lately.
Over 80.
I mean, he does. The only time he catches the ball is over the middle
True.
for 40 yards.
So,
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know what his over under. It's probably not 80. It's probably less than that, to be honest.
so I will admit that the
it's probably
Packers,
like
it was
45,
very
50.
impressive what they did in the first half. But we cannot forget that even though the game was pretty much wrapped up by halftime, their defense still almost blew that game for them.
Dude, come on.
I mean,
Those are criminally low. 80's probably getting you a
the
mortgage right there.
The Niners do have a pretty good defense. His over-under's at 35.5. Romeo Dobbs. I feel like that is
Give me
pretty
over 50,
low.
bro.
Okay,
Like, the
so-
50's
okay.
low.
So
For an offense that likes to sling it.
we cannot forget that the Packers defense did almost blow that game for them last week because
They started playing their second stringers.
no, they didn't. Not in a play. No, they didn't. Not on defense.
Dude, people started coming
No,
out.
on offense they did, but their defense was still having to stop the Cowboys from moving the ball.
Dallas Cowboys
Like,
have a good offense.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And the
And
Niners
the
offense.
Packers were probably like, man, we're up
in
4
the-
touchdowns. Doesn't really
No,
matter.
but the Niners offense is better than the Cowboys offense. Okay,
Okay.
I don't know if it's that
Who
much
cares?
but I'm just saying. I think 49ers win. I think they win convincingly. I think it's by more than 9.5 points. But my prop of the week will be Luke Musgrave over 25 receiving yards. That is
I
plus
do
money
like
right.
that.
That's
I
plus
do
money
like
right there.
better. That's insane.
That's crazy.
That's one catch.
Because that's but
What are you
yeah.
looking
I think
at?
that
Stutter boy.
I'm trying not to get too livid. Because
Just mad that we had to talk about him again.
I hate the fact that the Packers just have another quarterback that's going to play for 20 years.
Jesus Christ. We don't care. We don't care.
Plus money on
How?
the
How do they do it? Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
All right.
Okay.
On to Sunday's games because I'm done talking about this
A
one.
couple of beautiful Sunday games.
Couple of fun Sunday games. This is a very fun game because I love both these stories of the
I
quarterbacks.
do love 2 and 2 Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
Absolutely love that.
I love 2-2-2 at a Monday game.
2-2-2 was nice.
That was getting right off work, watching the game. Oh, that was nice. All right.
That was very nice.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, led by Baker Mayfield, who's been a dog recently. Dog. Traveling up to Detroit, the Motor City. Dan Campbell.
Wide.
Led Lions.
Wide.
They're the brand new Lions.
Wide.
Winning a playoff game last week. First time in 50 years.
Wide.
Jared Goff balling out.
Wide.
They got 2 running backs, absolute dogs.
Wide.
Detroit Lions 6.5 point favorites. Over under is 49.5. Todd Bowles asked last week in a post game interview by some reporter. She said, "Todd, how are you and the boys preparing for the weather up there in Detroit?" And he goes, "They play in a dome. They play in a dome for like 50 years." Very very funny interview moment. Matt, let's start with you.
My 5-star pick of the week was the Detroit Lions on the money line. That absolutely hammered it, and it came through. Don't love the 6.5 points this week, to be honest. I do think that the Tampa Bay defense is pretty solid against the run. So, don't know about...
They played very solid last week.
yeah, Vita Vea in the middle is an absolute fucking truck.
Oh, dude, stopping the tush push. It was a face mask, but
Doesn't matter.
Vita Vea, animal. The
Yeah.
man is humongous.
So I don't know about taking Jahmyr Gibbs or David Montgomery anytime touchdown. I'm sure one of them will happen. I'm just not confident in which one.
Take them both.
I do lean towards the Lions at -6.5 because I do think that the Tampa Bay secondary is very suspect and can get blown up, and I think Jared Goff can sling the pill.
Asante Samuel Jr. is very good though.
Yeah, but I still think that they can get lit up.
Yeah.
I do obviously like Mike Evans anytime touchdown, but that is not going to be my prop of the week. No.
I had Mike Evans first touchdown score last week, and I was so pissed when that dude broke that tackle to get in.
I
was
have
so mad.
I have Jamison Williams anytime touchdown plus 250. I absolutely fucking love
I'm going
it.
to piggyback off that real quick. Jamison Williams over 33.5 receiving yards. Favorite prop right there.
Hell yeah.
That is so low for a guy that is one pass and he gets that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Every time they pass the ball, it's deep
20
go,
yards. Yeah.
or it's at least
He's
30
a
yards.
dog.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that they got him now in the offense. Him and Amon-Ra working underneath Jamison Williams.
Anytime they get between the 40s, look for fucking Jamison Williams be on a deep ball.
All right, Brenton, what do you got?
I'll be honest. Last week, the Bucks defense really impressed me. Now I know the Eagles didn't have AJ Brown.
Dude,
They haven't been up to their normal shenanigans.
Here's the thing about the Eagles. Their fucking offensive coordinator came out and said, we're playing to get to 3rd and 1 so that we can fucking push. Like, what are we doing?
Bozo move. Bozo call.
You have fucking Devontae Smith that lit it up without AJ Brown.
And somehow this man is getting job interviews as a head coach.
Bozo.
The OC for
The OC and the DC for the Eagles have been interviewing.
There's no way.
Let me go look. I'm pretty
There's
sure I saw.
no shot.
Just a second.
So yeah, I understand that they look good against the Eagles, but Detroit is a very good football team.
No, Detroit is very good and very well coached football.
And I think if you get pressure on Baker Mayfield with Aiden Hutchinson, it is a wrap, boys.
Yeah.
That
I-
Detroit, that fucking dome is gonna be buzzing.
I can't. The 6.5 is a lot for a team that I saw that played very well, really beat the brakes off the former Super Bowl bound Eagles,
Yeah.
and who just didn't really seem like their heart was in it. I saw Ray Lewis on the Manning cast, and he said these boys ain't tackling.
Yeah.
well."
Jesus
He
Christ,
said
they
those
could
angles
not
are
tackle.
atrocious.
That, yeah, they were bad.
So, I don't know. I really like. I like what Bake's doing with those Buccaneers.
Bite us to 7.5.
They sneak in. They sneak in.
Bite us to 7.5.
And
Let's
they're
build it,
hot.
son of a bitch.
They're hot. They beat the 4 seed. They're going to Detroit. And for a little prop action, give me correct score. Buccaneers 28, Lions 27.
Wow.
Correct score action. Cash it. Take it to the bank.
Alrighty. What's the odds on that?
Plus 28,000. Easy money.
That's awesome. I'm leaning the Lions here. I think the Buccaneers are a fun story. I think they looked good last week, but you could just see the Eagles just gave up on the field.
Yeah.
I like Baker. I like that he's doing well.
Good for the Browns.
Good for him. I'm very happy for him. But the Lions are they are a run downhill,
Yes.
punch in the face team.
Yep.
And you know what? Vita Vea may be in the middle of the field, but they're not running Jahmyr Gibbs right at the middle. They're going to toss to the outside, and he's going to cook whatever defensive end is out there.
You think Levante David's going to get run over?
No. He's not even going to touch Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs is electric on the outside. You would nut if he was on the Ravens.
J.K. Dobbins.
I was going to say, if he was on the Ravens, he wouldn't be playing right now. He'd be,
So I was just thinking, as you were saying that, Jahmyr Gibbs over receiving yards, you can get it at 22.5 and -2, or
I
at
really
minus
like that.
125.
What's his reception total? Do you have that?
Like, how many receptions he's gonna get? Let's see here. Give me 1 second. 3.5 is over 3.5 is plus 115.
I think I lean the receiving yards over the receptions. I like the receiving yards a lot, so I'm actually going to take both props, honestly. Jahmyr Gibbs over receiving yards, Jamison Williams over receiving yards. I like both of them this weekend.
The Jamison Williams ones, I love.
Yeah, over 33.5 is crazy. That's one reception for that guy.
Yeah, it's always near the end zone. Plus 250.
Will there be overtime? Yes.
Okay.
Gambling problem?
I don't mind
So-
the will there be overtime in one of these games. Which game would that be in? I wonder.
Bills Chiefs, obviously.
Maybe
is
Bills
the very
Chiefs.
obvious answer.
There's no doubt. The scriptwriters have written it.
The scriptwriters went nuts this weekend.
Yeah, we're going to be every other podcast.
Yeah.
talking about the fucking game.
They said, "Hey, is
We're
DeMar
going to
Hamlin
separate
playing?"
ourselves from the other podcasts. Say slurs.
What?
Oh, never mind. That was a joke.
viewers, please ignore what was just said.
Yeah.
To our regularly scheduled program.
All right.
Fair warning,
So-
Bradford is blackout drunk right now.
No.
He needs at least.
Oh!
Hey, he needs to take that shot to be blackout. Take it.
Do it.
Do it.
I'm not
do
blacked out yet.
Do
I'll
it.
tell you when I'm blacked out.
Ambushkis.
Well,
I'll tell you tomorrow when I'm blacked out.
Yeah,
take
well-
the shot. But ambushkis, what?
It's music.
And
do it for the
Bush-
viewers.
Hell yeah.
Hey, if we get 10 likes on this video, Brenton will do
I'll drink a
10
fifth of
shots.
motor oil next
Hell yeah.
Hey, as many likes as we get on this podcast, Brenton will do that many shots next weekend.
Boom. I absolutely love it.
week. 18.
Don't worry.
I
Yeah,
have to tell you guys, there was a dude who created a TikTok account who said for every like this video gets, I will eat one slice of cheese. His first video got 8 likes, immediately blew up. His second video got 136,000 likes. He has not posted yet.
He's still eating the cheese.
Dude, I saw that yesterday. I died laughing.
That's awesome.
It's so funny. Okay, anyway,
Back to the
let's
games.
get back to football here. But I'm very excited for that game. Also, note, this game is at 3 o'clock Eastern time, which is very odd because this is the first 3 o'clock game we've had all year.
Well, it's the normal
It's-
Sunday
yeah.
slate on Divisional.
I always
3 and 6:30.
forget that, though. I always forget that
Normal
I
these are
love
at
it.
Sunday.
6:30.
I
I don't
A
mind
little
it.
later start.
I would
so then you still
prefer-
get a little primetime action on the 6:30.
I think I would
game.
prefer the 6:30 game to be like 7 or 7:30.
I
You
don't
guys
know,
are always bitching.
I like that you.
Always
And
bitching.
I'm not the one who has to fucking go to bed early, but it's nice you can watch a little YouTube after the late game.
I won't be. All right, moving on to Sunday night football.
This is actually on CBS.
Yes, it is.
Actually, just makes me mad that this.
Tony Romo.
If only
is
the other,
going to
if only the
lose
Steelers
his
would've won,
mind.
so it would have been Ravens Steelers.
Yeah.
But
Tony
no,
Romo's
we got
doing-
fucking Bills and Chiefs again. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sick of seeing it.
Can I-
It's the new Colts versus Patriots. It's all it is.
Can I introduce the game?
No.
Tony Romo is going to be absolutely losing his mind in the booth watching this
He's
game.
gonna be hammered.
He's not going to know what to say up there. He's going to. Patrick Mahomes can do anything. And
Well, Jim, Patrick Mahomes looks much better than I did.
I don't know about that, Jim. All right, Kansas City Chiefs traveling up to Buffalo, take on the Buffalo Bills, led by Josh Allen right now. Buffalo Bills are 2.5-point favorites. This line keeps getting bumped to 3 and immediately gets bet back down to 2.5.
Yep.
Over under 45.5. It is going to be cold, cold, cold. Not quite as cold as last weekend, but I believe that it is forecast to be about 10 degrees out there. So it's going to be a nice chilly one for the boys. This is going to be an electric game. I'm very excited. Bradford, we'll start
Personally,
with this.
I'm sick of this shit. I hate seeing this game. I'm sick of it. It makes me mad. That's all they fucking talk about all week. It's the only game that commentators are going to be talking about. There's 3 other games. Let's talk about those 2. I'm not that mad, but I am upset. You know what? It's going to be the same old Chiefs versus the same old Bills. Chiefs money line is the easy hammer here. I
How
don't
did
care
that
how
go earlier this season?
It doesn't matter. It's the playoffs.
Yeah,
And Patrick Mahomes
playoffs.
doesn't lose in the divisional round. Is all I've heard all goddamn week.
He's
6-0 or 5-0 in the divisional round. He has a chance to go 6-0.
is he 5-0?
He's never lost in the divisional
Really?
round.
He's never been on the road in the divisional round either.
Okay, but he's
Yeah,
never
he has.
lost.
No, he hasn't.
No,
This
That
is-
was the wild.
this is his first
This
playoff
is his
game
first playoff game on the road ever.
There's no way
They've
that's
been at
true.
home.
He played in.
Nope.
He played in New England and won.
Nope.
No, they've been on the road every playoff game. Or they've been at
This is,
Arrowhead.
look it up. This is his first playoff.
I've heard it all week.
Could have
Yes.
swore that he
Nope.
was in New England in one of those.
Nope.
But
What, against
Okay.
Mac fucking Jones?
no, Tom Brady.
Never.
No, they've always played in KC. That's why it feels like every big game. I
I do not care. I do not care. I will take the Kansas City Chiefs and I will take the money line because I would look to play the 3.5, but it is minus 150 right now. The 2.5 is at
And-
even money.
What does the NFL want? They want
It's not
Taylor
worth
Swift
the
at the
juice.
Super Bowl. Come on.
I mean,
So the other
Jesus
the other
Christ.
thing going
I'm
against
done fucking talking about script and shit. We're not doing.
No, I'm saying,
Well-
but what do they want?
Yeah,
And
I
the
mean,
NFL gets what they want.
so
They're
my
not even
other
boys.
thing going against the Bills this week is Sean Hockley.
You're against the Bills?
No,
Your beloved Bills?
No, I'm saying the other thing going against the Bills this week is Sean Hockley is reffing this game. The Chiefs are, I believe, 5-2 this season when he refs, and he is a big fan of calling roughing the passer. He calls it more than any other ref. And
big fan of roughing the passer and the biggest quarterback in the league. What is that a storm for?
Yeah,
5 roughing the passer.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's going against the Bills. But
I'm sick of roughing the passer.
Here's
I think
what I
you
will
get a penalty
say.
for not roughing the passer.
Here's what I'll say. The Chiefs' offense looked a lot better last week, but if you guys remember, the Dolphins' kicking game was atrocious last week.
The Dolphins' entire game was atrocious.
They could not get it past the 20-yard line. The Chiefs started with great field position every drive.
You can't lose the battle of field
I know that's exactly,
Yeah.
and that's
especially in the playoffs.
and it significantly helped. They were able to run the ball with Pacheco. The Dolphins did not look like they wanted to tackle.
Can't be given
This
short
is going to be
fields.
the exact opposite. I mean, the Bills are going to play. This is
Hey, their punter did pull a hammy. Is he going to be in?
I believe he will.
He played the rest of the game.
Yeah,
but
I think
They
he'll
didn't
play.
punt much the rest of the game.
No, they didn't.
He punted a few times and he got in there.
But
he was limited.
yeah, I think this is going to be way different than playing the Dolphins. I mean, this is a team that is bred for the cold weather. Mahomes, I do
So are
think
the Chiefs.
But I'm saying unlike the Dolphins as compared to the Dolphins.
Okay.
I was referencing that
Gotcha.
last week. Okay. I also think that being a first road game, it's going to be different for Mahomes. In the playoffs,
It's another game, dude.
Playoffs?
Patrick's played enough games where it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
but
exactly.
he's never played a playoff game
It
where
doesn't matter.
he's getting absolutely screamed
He's
out
had
on offense.
12 playoff games. He's played in environments like that
Super
in the
Bowl.
regular season. I just don't think it matters.
This
as
is
much as
also
you think it matters.
The series between Josh Allen and Mahomes, they're actually 3-3. It seems like it's been dominated by.
Hopefully they can tie.
My my prop pick for the week for this one.
Wait, you can tie in the playoffs? that
Nobody
doesn't seem
advances?
right. That doesn't seem
They
right.
just replay the Ravens Texans game again.
Yeah. No, I it feels like this series is actually like 5-2 for Mahomes, but it's 3-3. I
But
mean,
the important games, Mahomes.
the important games have been Mahomes, but I think
And
this
that's
is the
what's
Bills'
gonna
years.
happen again.
I don't know if I like the 2.5 because I
happen
think
again.
this is going to be a very close game. What's Bills' money line up? -144.
How long were the Patriots the dynasty of the league?
20 years.
We're in the Chiefs area. We're in the Chiefs
and that
area.
is the thing that annoys me so much is I love Josh Allen. I think he's such an electric quarterback. But it's the same thing. It's like it's the same thing as Manning playing in the era of Brady. It's like Manning would have had 4 Super Bowls if Brady just didn't exist.
Okay.
But Mahomes exists. I do think that the Bills get it done this year.
Prop pick for the weekend? Or for this one?
I haven't really thought about it. What's Pacheco anytime touchdown?
Probably minus.
What's yours, Elliot? I'll look it up.
So Pacheco's plus 115.
Give me that.
Okay.
I like that. He's gonna get
not
another
with
run.
Ed Oliver up front.
And Oliver's gonna get in trouble.
My favorite pick is actually Stephon Diggs under 64.5 receiving yards. He's
Don't
going to be
mind
getting shadowed by L'Jarius Sneed. I think this is going to be more of a Gabe Davis,
Dude,
Shaheed. No, not Shaheed. What's their other?
Shaheed.
Rasheed Rice?
No, the Bills' other receiver. It's not Rashid Shaheed.
Shakir.
Oh.
Shakir. That's
Khalil
yes.
Shakir.
Yeah, I couldn't remember his name. But he's going to be getting a lot of work. I also really like James Cook receiving props. I think he's going to be getting some receiving props.
What's the receptions over under for Diggs? Because I mean, he could go under 60 and have 10 receptions.
Yeah, that's very likely. Not against L'Jarius
Okay, not
Sneed.
10, but
5.5, and I actually lean the under on that as well.
I like the under in that.
5.5.
L'Jarius Sneed's that
Ma-
good.
I also kind of like
L'Jarius Sneed's a joke.
I also like Travis Kelce under 61.5 receiving yards. That seems oddly high for somebody who I think had like 4
I like
drop passes
Travis
last
Kelce
week.
exactly on 22.
I like
I'm gonna kill you.
22
I like-
receptions.
Go give me your gun. I'm gonna kill you.
I like
No, it's my turn.
I like Marquez Valdez Scantling anytime touchdown plus 900.
I like Marquez Valdez Scantling to drop 3 passes.
I will tell you that last week, I believe 82% of all offensive touches went to Kelce, Rice, and Pacheco. There has been reports that out of KC that Andy Reid and Mahomes have been having a lot of one-on-one meetings, and it seems that Nagy is not liked that much in that.
You don't say.
Yeah,
Matt Nagy?
yeah. Nagy, being the dum-dum that he is, he's not a head coach, so he's not on the dum-dum list. He used to be. And it seems like Mahomes has kind of made the executive decision that he's going to just throw it to the guys that he trusts.
That's not good.
Yeah. I believe Nagy will be fired at
Because
the end
that
of the season.
shortens the field.
Yeah. You
Not
got
shortens the field, but,
Yeah.
it limits your
the
options.
But, I mean, what's his other options? Kadarius Toney has been out the last several games because you just can't have him out there. He's a liability.
He truly is.
MVS and Mecole Hardman drop all the passes. The other one that's been pretty good is Justin Watson. I think he's been pretty decent this year. But I think it's going to be a very fun game. I think neither team is the prime Bills or Chiefs, so I think that makes it a little bit more interesting. The Bills' defense, extremely injured. I think their pass rush, though, is still going to be there for them, and that is something that we saw not just zero from the Dolphins. So this is going to be a very different game from the
with Bradley
Dolphins.
Chubb being out.
And that is, yeah, I mean, they had all three of their
that could
top
have been a
pass
totally
rushers.
different
Yeah,
game.
no, I think it very well would have been. Because, I mean, just watching that game, it seems like Mahomes had 10 seconds in the pocket every time.
And whoever wins, they got to go to Baltimore.
Whoa. Yeah,
Lord willing.
you just cursed the
Lord
Ravens,
willing.
bud.
They've cursed themselves.
That's probably true.
Lamar, you are
Matt,
the
you
guy.
got anything else?
I'm Gucci.
Do you guys want to run through maybe the main
Sorry.
card of
Oh,
297?
if you want to talk
Yeah.
UFC.
We got a big UFC event.
Quick.
Big UFC event.
I gotta get to bed.
It's understandable. I understand that.
Let's just do the top couple fights.
We'll just do like the 5 main card fights,
Yeah, that's fine.
if we even know who the hell they are.
The first fight is Arnold Allen versus Movsar. Movsar?
No, Movsar
Movsar?
Evloev.
That's my thing about UFC. I cannot pronounce most of these guys' names.
This is in Australia. Is that correct? Or is this in Vegas?
It starts at 10 p.m., so I believe it would be Vegas.
Well,
It's in Toronto.
Oh, okay.
It's in Canada.
It is in Canada. That's correct.
Because
Okay.
Sean had the maple leaf on his shirt.
Duh.
So in this one, I'm pretty sure Movsar Evloev is undefeated. He hasn't lost.
He is
17-0.
But I'll tell you who can
Never lost.
fucking crack
Yeah,
is Arnold Allen. He went. Dan Hooker said, "Let me try out the featherweight division." Arnold Allen knocked his block off and sent him back to lightweight.
Yeah.
Dan Hooker's a tough man. I like Arnold Allen in this one at the plus 160.
I do too.
I really enjoy
Dan
it.
Hooker, where'd that?
I was just saying, Dan Hooker's a formidable opponent. He dropped down to featherweight, got his shit rocked by Arnold Allen, and went back up to lightweight.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
So I do like Arnold Allen.
Yep.
As long as it stays on the feet. If it's a boxing match, Arnold Allen. Movsar's going to try to get it to the ground. If he goes to the ground, Movsar. But I think Arnold Allen's big enough, strong enough. He keeps it on the feet.
Okay.
And give me, what's KO there? I mean,
You find that out, Matt?
Arnold Allen, KO, TKO plus 750.
Don't mind it, but I can see him.
The favorite is Movsar by points.
Yeah.
Which tells you how boring of a fighter he is.
He's minus 185 on the money line.
Next, we got Chris Curtis, teammate of Sean Strickland, versus Marc-Andre Barriault. This is going to be a fun fight right here.
Barriault, hometown kid, hometown
two
favorite.
big fellas who like to swing and bang.
Chris Curtis is a swing.
Chris Curtis has some of the cleanest boxing in the UFC.
Yeah.
He's a very good counter striker.
I do
Marc-Andre Barriault could just decide to take it to the ground, though.
Yeah, I do think it's going to be a scrap, and he could get the best of Chris Curtis, because if you can slip Chris Curtis a couple times and get a takedown, I mean, he can't get off his fucking back.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But all that being said, I do like Chris Curtis.
Marc-Andre Barriault by points plus 400.
Don't mind that, actually.
That's not bad.
I like that.
Because, just grind him out on the ground. Don't let him get any shots off on the feet. I mean,
yeah.
easy I mean, Chris by KO TKO plus 270 though. So I mean,
I don't mind either one of those.
Yeah.
I kind of
Play 'em
lean.
both.
I kind of lean to the points with.
I do.
plus
I
400.
do. He's a tough guy.
Yep.
Neil Magny, Mike Malott. Mike Malott in Canada.
Hometown kid, Canadian.
Love Neil Magny.
Yeah.
Great. Just I mean, we'll just say stepping stone of the division,
Yeah.
and he's gonna get stepped on
Yeah.
again. He'll still stay in the top 15,
Plus
and
three.
he'll probably win his next fight,
Plus 300 dog.
but not against Mike Malott
Yeah.
in Canada.
I don't know. You're not going to be able to lay, minus 400 unless you're
Neil
just throwing him in a
Magny's-
parlay.
Yeah, I mean Neil Magny's too tough. I don't want to assume that he's gonna. I mean, he's not been submitted or finished by many people. Like usually, he just gets ground out to a decision, right?
Mike Malott by submission plus 110.
Is that the heavy favorite?
Points is plus 400. KO TKO is plus 325.
I think it'd probably take points. Somebody submitted Neil Magny, but I can't remember who it was.
I kind of lean towards submission there, plus 110.
Yeah. And
Myra Bland Silva
who cares?
and Raquel Pennington. Yeah, basically, who cares? I mean, fucking.
I gotta take Myra Buena Silva
Yeah.
though. Just Raquel Pennington's been around so long and has done nothing to pique my interest. I know that Bueno Silva's coming in to submit
Is that the
her ass.
co-main?
That's the co-main.
Jesus.
It's a depressing co-main. Let's get on to the main. Who gives
Yeah.
a shit, dude?
Oh, this line is not what I expected it to
It's
be,
close.
to be honest.
It's
I thought
close.
Sean was going to be minus 200.
No, nobody wants to give Sean his respect.
Okay.
And I like that.
Yeah.
Give me Sean Strickland by points, plus 310.
Oh, by points.
Or hell, KO, TKO, because rounds 4 and 5, Drickus could be gassed.
So that's what I'm thinking. Actually, I like KO
Well,
TKO.
we all saw the Abus Magomedov fight, right?
Yeah.
Where Abus blew his load in the first round, and Sean pieced him up the entire. I mean, Abus was looking for his corner during the middle of the second round. He said, "Guys, I'm tired," and Sean hit him with a fucking 1-2, finished him. I mean, just overwhelmed him with cardio.
I really like Sean Strickland exact round plus 1,500. Round 4.
Yeah, I mean, I just wonder if Duplessis gets a shot on
He's
Strickland,
going to gas out.
blows his load,
He's
trying to
going
get
to
the
gas
finish, doesn't get the finish, and then Sean, in classic Sean fashion, does the man dance for another couple rounds,
They're gonna stand and
and
bang.
just and just keeps going. And Sean's defense is so underrated.
Now Sean.
He doesn't get hit,
Sean did get slapped by Alex Pereira.
but
Bad.
Alex Pereira's got
Bad.
generational
Yeah.
boxing.
Yeah, Dreykus
That's
is
not
not
Dreykus.
Hey.
Dreykus is not him.
We just watched Sean go 5 rounds with Izzy, and Izzy put.
Here's the
Pereira
thing.
out, like,
I think, and I don't know if you watched the press conference. Fucking Sean wants this to be a stand-up fight
Yeah,
because
he said shake on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I saw. I watched.
And so I think he's trying to play a little mental games with Dreykus, and if Dreykus does end up taking it to the ground,
I think Sean has
It
some
might
decent
be.
grappling skills.
yeah, I don't think he's gonna be able to take it. I mean, he's not gonna be able to get him there easily. I don't think. Like
No.
he's gonna have to work for it. So
I just want to see Sean keep. the
me
belt.
too.
I love
I
Sean's
fucking
the
love
goat,
that
dude.
dude.
He's so funny.
One of us. One of
All right. Anything else, boys?
No, I think that's gonna do it for us
Yeah.
this week. Let's have a good divisional round.
Hell yeah.
Let's enjoy watching UFC after the
Hell
divisional round.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Saturday night games. We're gonna be back next week breaking down conference championships. Oh boy.
Doesn't feel real, boys.
I
Doesn't
know
feel
we're
real.
almost there, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely sucks.
We can taste the victory in our mouths.
I feel like yesterday it was week 11.
Oh, it's
Well,
crazy.
how many
9.
games we got left? We got 4 this weekend, 2
Two,
next weekend,
and
and
then
one
one.
final game.
Whoa,
We have
dude.
7
That's how
games.
math works.
Whoa.
We have
Oh.
7 games left.
Seven
That's
games.
7.
7
We got-
full
We
NFL
only got
games.
3 weeks, baby.
We could break down the Pro Bowl games.
No chance.
Not a
No
chance.
chance.
We'll be taking a break going to Hawaii for that one too.
Oh, we're gonna go to Hawaii. Is it even in Hawaii?
That's what the
this year?
boss said.
Boots on the ground, Pro Bowl.
Maybe it's
Is it-
Orlando.
I was gonna say I don't think it's in Hawaii this year. If it was in Orlando, we could do boots on the ground, but I'm not going.
I'm not.
I will never go to the Pro Bowl.
No, because it's not even a Pro Bowl anymore. It's just
Yeah.
they play flag football.
which honestly is kind of cool. But
I don't mind it.
I cannot wait
I like
to watch
when they
flag
play
football in the
dodgeball.
Olympics. I will be hammering the U.S.
USA,
Every
USA, USA.
Minus 8 million.
Maybe we'll do an Olympics pod.
Ooh, break down.
I
USA,
love the Olympics.
USA
Let me
flag
tell you,
football.
I
fucking
I
love
enjoy
it.
very certain events in the Olympics.
Yeah, Summer Olympics is okay.
Yeah.
Is the Winter
Winter
Olympics
Olympics, no.
No, it's summer
summer
this
yeah.
time.
Boo.
Yeah, it's the summer.
Yeah.
Hate summer.
But I
Who can run the fastest?
real quick, let's get a prediction. What is going to be the spread on the first U.S. versus whoever?
Who do they play?
I don't know. It doesn't matter for me.
Yeah, I mean,
What's the spread on that first flag football
at
game?
least 16 and a half.
I would say might even be more.
I'm going at least 20.
USA versus China, 40.
I mean,
Those guys can't keep up.
we watched. Okay, it would be very similar basketball games to football.
Actually,
games.
you're probably right. It's probably closer to like 28 and a half.
Yeah, it's gonna be like many touchdowns. Because there's not a.
Tyreek Hill's running behind that. He's
All
every
right,
time.
who cares? We are talking about flag football in the Olympics.
I think it's gonna be electric. All right, thank you for watching, viewers.
Hell yeah.
Please like, comment,
Thank you.
subscribe.
Bye.
We will be back next week.
Bye.
Please enjoy your weekend.
Why? That's your birthday.
That's it,
Bye.
bye.